Hi guys, week 3 of the new challenge of the 200,000 USD transformation challenge for next year. Got the email. I believe it's about how we're going to change the diet and move things on for next year. So what we're going to do for me, pretty much doing what I did last year to drop £50. But this year things are going slightly different, learn a few things from last year, but basically in the mornings, and I still do it now, to control insulin levels and keep me in muscle building mode. First thing that I do every morning, I'll come over to this trustworthy machine, my coffee machine, cappuccino machine, lattes, you name it, I can make it on this paper. So I have one of them in the morning, made with semi-skimmed milk. I also put in MCT liquid oil, coconut oil, call it whatever you want. You can also use double cream if you don't want to use MCT oils. So it'll give you the energy, because you're leaving the carbohydrates out. You won't get the sudden insulin burst. Now, if you guys are going to be doing fasted CV exercise, you can have the MCT oil and the coffee before you work out, or you can leave it until after. It's just your personal choice on that. But I tend to, when I do bring the cardio in, I'll have it after, pure for the reason the coffee and that will help keep you going and bring your temperature up to burn some body fat off. Okay. Moving on, after that I'm then in the fasting period. I'll fast to generally about 1 o'clock, and then I tend to have a couple of chicken breasts with bacon. So it's more of a high fat, high protein sauce, and then 3 o'clock I then have some protein. The current protein that I'm using at the moment is this one by NRG Supplements. They're a UK based company. It's a basic mix up of proteins. It's got whey protein, skim milk powder, soya, calcium, caseinate. So it's a slow release protein. There again, there's no carbs in it, so I'm not having carbs at that moment in time. This still goes on now, even in my off season, right? Now, towards the tea time, I'll have, like last night, we had fish, sweet corn and peas. Tonight being Saturday night, obviously, it's Tasty Treat night. So at the moment I'm in the kitchen, as you can see, having cooked a nice steak and kidney pie. Traditional English fare. I love me English cooking when I'm in the mood for it. As you can see, that'll be cooked and then that'll be going in on the hob for steaming later. So, obviously I don't eat like that when I'm dieting. That's just off season, typical Saturday night, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's better. Try and get a light there. So, diet wise, up to this point, everything pretty much remains the same. The evenings where it changes, because I talk a lot about the carb backlog diet, GH Kaifa, and I've had some tremendous results with that this year. It's actually kept me lean. And for you are wondering, I'm actually, at the moment, I'm 15 stone, 4.5 pounds. That weight, that is... Computers, just don't you hear? That is... you have to excuse me me one film and just try to do half a dozen stuff. No, that is £215, I think it is, roughly. For you guys that don't know what stone and pounds are, stone and that is. So, yeah, for people still questioning what I look like, yes, I've still got abs. So I'm still in reasonably good shape. So, yeah. This is a very rough video, this, I tell you. Not edited at all. So, yeah, diet-wise, as I say, the carbs in the evening tend to get cleaned up. All the sugars and everything get dropped out. And that's basically the first stage. So basically it's just cleaning everything up. I either fasted in the morning, high protein, high fat. The carbs tend to come in after I've worked out, which is sort of like late afternoon, and then I bring the carbs in. So most of the carbs come in around the workout, which is pretty much standard. So on non-training days when I'm dieting, my carbs get reduced down to about 200 grams of mainly fibrous stuff, veg and stuff, which helps the body to burn more calories, because it generally takes, we say broccoli, more calories than what the value of the food is to actually burn it through. So it is an actual caloric burning food to a degree. But yeah, generally that is how my diet at the early stages will be. I won't have aerobics in, because they're just a tool which you should really bring in later on to when you hit the sticking points. So yeah, bear that in mind, guys. It's all about the basics. When you're first making reductions, find out what your actual average calorie intake is over the 7-day period. Split it down, divide it, and you'll get your average. I generally shave 600 calories off that. So if I'm on 3,000 calories, that is my baseline diet. That 3,000 calories will stay the same all the way through the diet. The protein intake will stay the same all the way through the diet. The only thing changing through that diet process will be my adjustments to my fats and carbohydrates. The reason being because that is where the battle is. Your protein, there's a lot of talk about protein. Yes, we need protein to keep the muscle and everything else. But when you see and reading the diets that are being posted at the moment about people having 250 grams of protein and stuff like that, you don't need it. Your body can only literally absorb about 30 grams of protein at one serving. You know, and you can always tell if you're eating too much protein because you become bloated, and you get, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's that's how it is, guys. I'm carrying about 190 pounds of muscle, we think. I won't know until February when I get my DEXA scan done. But yeah, I only eat, well, my protein intake, and work it out for yourself, you know. I have a whey shake in the morning, which has got about 40 grams of protein in. Chicken breast, which is about a 4-ounce chicken breast dinner time. Same shake again, mid-afternoon. An average portion of meat or fish, which probably gives me about 30 grams of protein. That's tea time. Sometimes I'll have another shake in the evening, and there'll be 3 eggs, maybe a yolk thrown in there, and that is all my protein intake is through the day, year round. My protein intake pretty much stays the same. And yeah, when I'm in the gym, I'm gaining. I'm either adding an extra set to every workout or increasing weight at that. So yes, I know that I'm not taking in enough protein. The point is, guys, look at the size of me, muscle-wise, protein intake-wise, and then look at yourself. General rule is 1 gram per pound of lean, and I mean lean muscle mass, not overall body weight like what most people think. So yeah, go with that. That's the best way to be. I'll post the what I generally do on what I call stage 1 on the Instagram underneath this video. If anybody has any questions about just pure basic dieting, or if they do get stuck during this process, just drop me a line or email me through my Facebook or whatever. I'm also on Twitter, Arnold Swartz, and I'm very active there, very active on bodybuilding.com as well, so look forward to hearing you. For those of you just coming into these challenges and your first proper weight loss journey, keep it simple, keep it basic, don't do anything fancy, yeah, listen to your body, because that's where it's at. Take advice from people, but don't be, how can I put it, religious with it, you know, because everyone's advice varies. And somebody was getting a bit confused about diet. They were eating nuts in the evening, they were fasting, they were eating they were stopping eating after 7 o'clock at night, you know. There were like 3 or 4 things there going on, but you could see it come from 3 or 4 different people. And sometimes with this game it's about how you put everything together. It's alright knowing about what fat to take, what carbs to take, how much protein to take, but then it's the combining, the timings, and that's where it is, believe it or not. Everything in my line of work, training wise and all that lot, works in cycles, and it's all geared up towards cycles, and recovery and everything else, and diet is the biggest part of it. Once you crack the diet, you just get into the gym, guys. All you're looking to do when you're dieting is just maintain the strength that you've got. If you're losing strength, you're doing something wrong. But if you're maintaining strength, or even better, some of you will probably find out on the carb loss diets, you actually build strength in the first few weeks while you're actually dieting and losing weight, which I found out last year, unbelievably. Couldn't believe that one, but honestly that happened up to a point. So anyhow guys, I've chatted enough. Get in the kitchen, 70-80% of the battle's there. Do your homework, do your study, and I'll see you on Betty Space.